Today we left Arshena and we moved up to Siena, where we were going to wild camp up in the mountains, but we didn't feel particularly safe there, so we moved on to Hellin.
This is where we stayed last night, in Hellin. Hellin, that's how we're pronouncing it. Not the prettiest of areas. There we go, fresh water. No, I wouldn't say that was fresh water. Would you say that was fresh water?
That's black. That's fresh.
Ah,
It's clean.
black water. Well, I hope it's
Fresh
clean.
water. No, it's good. Looked after
And bins, weighbridge, dogs.
Hellin Building, built in 1860. It is a polygon with 32 sides and measures 45 metres in diameter. It has a capacity of 4,500. The two major events are held in March and May.
Hellin, Old Town. Which one to go up? At the top. The name Hellin was given to the city by ancient Romans. If you wander through the maze of the streets, you will discover the old Jewish and the Muslim quarters. City's electric is supplied by a hydroelectric plant on the Mondo River. Hellin's industry includes hemp processing, fruit canning, manufacture of resin, and the making of caramel candy. Its colourful Holy Week ceremonies are characterised by the beating of drums. 20,000 drums start playing, the beginning of an uproar that will continue for several days. Midnight on Monday, Thursday sees the most important drum playing moment of the whole celebrations. On Good Friday night, silence and meditation take place, in clear contrast to the tremendous noise of the drums. One last session of drums playing from Holy Saturday night to Sunday evening marks the end of Hellin's Easter week celebrations, when hundreds of doves are released into the sky. Going that way?
Yeah, why not? Just needs a little work to the front of that one. It's ready to go.
They painted that.
Slow heart eyes blind. Tonight the ships sail
They are indeed.
into the light. Oh, faces in lost eyes, fading but so
Well,
near.
it started.
Conversations in the air. All angels come near. Though time
So we are moving on now. So this is called Hellin, I think that's pronounced right. And just outside, coming in, is where all the peaches are grown. So there's 5,000 hectares of peach trees being grown and everything. So that was interesting, and that looked really pretty if you were here in March or spring.
So this is the air that we're meant to be able to stay in. No other motorhomes, but apparently this is it. We can park anywhere.
Oh, we don't want to be in the shade.
No. Let's have a look. I'm sure that's, yeah, look, motorhomes.
Where does it say that?
There,
Oh,
straight
yeah.
ahead.
Okay.
So,
So,
this is the air we're going to be staying in. As you can see, we're the only motorhome here.
where do we want
So, I'm sure Denise will have problems trying to find a spot. It always takes us a long time to find a car parking spot or a motorhome spot.
Do we want to be next to a lamp?
This is what we go for every time we park up.
Do not. But between the two trees?
Head southeast.
Wherever you want to park. Straight ahead. Between
these two trees here. This is the air that we've poured up in. I think there might be a little bar there, not sure. But it's beautiful. The place is called Chinchilla, and There's lots of caves apparently up in the old town. The town looks beautiful. Lots of spaces, but 2 motorhomes have just turned up, one over there and the one near us. We were on our own before that and we were getting excited because we thought we were going to be on our own. We're just going to have a little wander around this town. We have come about 35 miles down the road from the last air, and so we're just down there, and this is a completely different feel to this town. The remote origin of the city of Chinchilla lies in the road that connects the southwest with the East Peninsula. The Iberian town was a lookout and resting place for walkers. At the end of the 6th century BC, its territory was owned by a king who owned the agricultural and livestock resources, the freshwater wells and the salt that was sold to the passer-bys, who contributed to spreading Greek ceramics, new technologies and ideas. Chinchilla preserves the beauty of its medieval traces. The castle has Iberian, Roman and Arab settlements. Crowning the rock and bordering the old town, the walls have different heights and different gateways. There are lots of interesting religious buildings with mixtures of Gothic, Baroque, Renaissance style. A Majur temple erected on the Islamic complex and the Arab baths make this a very eclectic town. There are hundreds of caves spread around the mountain, framed by white chimneys that divide the outside space while the inside is excavated into the rock. The rock is very compact, highly insulating and waterproof, being soft to pick and gradually hardens to weathering, and so makes it an ideal option for digging the caves.
Now one day, son, this life could all be yours if you just stay on the right side of town and never step over the line. As this town
So we're just going to climb up so I can show you this old cave house. What's in here? Got the shelves there, and then it goes back into there, which was obviously the bedroom, and more shelves. I would say, looking at it, it just needs a bloody good lick of paint. Definitely got potential. And if I pan around, you'll see what amazing view they would have had on their balcony, which is here. So their balcony, cave, pan round, and look at that view. Absolutely beautiful view. So if you are interested in this cave house, apparently you'll find it on Rightmove. I'm just going to go back down again. So if you see the camera suddenly take a roll, you know I'm not far behind it. Here we go. Oh, there's Mountain Goat there. She was going to make her way up but decided against it, I think. I don't know if you've seen some of the previous videos, you would have seen Denise climbing up a mountain unbelievably. Oh, above us we got loads of multicoloured pigeons, which I'm sure we'll take a shot soon once we're down from here. Pass you back over to the Mountain Goat.
There he goes, the Olympic runner, just checking out. Call me if you need me, if a dog comes out. I'm coming up.
Well, I'm sitting here on the back seat, waiting for your song to play. Well, there's a party out on 2nd Street. Tonight we're gonna be okay. As I look into your eyes, away from me. Well, the
There's Daffy down there.
to sleep, but in
So we woke up this morning, -7. Still in this beautiful,
the
is it a city?
from your eyes,
Town
well, for the last
of Chinchilla
time. Now, Father,
in Spain.
drive you out to the outskirts.
And we're just wandering around now.
Oh, city lights shine. Well, I'm sitting here in the back seat.
So the lovely chap in the information centre was telling us about these cave houses, and a lot of them that are actually lived in are owned by people that live in the city, and so these are their second houses.
The old castle walls.
Look at the vastness. We're just looking over the castle wall at the vastness of this place, and we've just noticed all the electrical boxes and obviously the street lights. So all around, and the road there just goes on. So they were obviously planning to put a lot of houses here all over, which has never happened. And we've come across that quite a bit in the areas in Spain that we've been to. I so wish I could look inside one of them. Lovely.
We're standing at the old town factory gate.
If you've enjoyed watching our videos and want to follow us through the different countries onwards towards Albania, give us a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below.
Well, why do we always seem to watch the old fall from grace? But now it's a shame that we can't live life over again. Given half a chance, would you live it just the same as our story can change? Now we were so young, but now we are so old. We're still watching all the cities change, but our hearts are still warm, but our hands are so cold ones. Once we were
Hola.
as young, once we were as young.
English, anglais? You're not English, no. English. English, yeah.
Now headlights are racing through these cobbled streets that we only knew when
I was going to have a nosy.
we were as young.
Well, I had to try a sort of one eye look.
Now families change,
Hey?
people move on,
It is.
but the spirit remains. As long as we can rise up
right in the distance is Albacete, where we'll be going to maybe tomorrow or the next day. We'll see how we feel. That's got a lot of history as well, so that'll be good to find out.
Brothers caught out in the flood, like thieves out in the night. If one fell, the other would fight. How we fought,
This is our second night in an air in Chinchilla. Showing you the town all lit up. So last night there ended up being 9 of us here, and when we arrived here it was only us. Tonight there's only 3 of us, but those 2 are new, one German, one French. We possibly will be moving on tomorrow. I'd be quite happy to stay here just another night and look round another little part of the town. We'll have a walk up into the hills up there, but we'll just see. We'll see how we feel tomorrow and whether we want to move on or not.
we made a deal out in Grimshaw that no man should ever die for. We lay our soul out on the tracks. There's a line you cross when there's no turning back.